As prices continue to rise and wallets are pinched, many people are fearing another recession. Some economists have even said a recession is inevitable. News 12's Brian Armstrong finds out if a recession is imminent and how we can financially prepare.
With the stock market down over the past few months, more than 80% of Americans think a recession is coming. A recession is 2 straight quarters of gross domestic product loss. The value of goods and services in our country declined 1.4% in the first quarter.
If things continue to trend the way they are right now, we'll probably have the second quarter be negative. And so technically we will be in a recession, but that doesn't mean that everything is going bad. And so, when the government is trying to squeeze the economy down, don't be shocked when it shrinks, and goes negative, and therefore, by definition, yields in a recession.
Inflation remains at a 40-year high. Housing market is slowing, and at the end of March, it becomes riskier to have short-term bonds compared to long-term bonds, a phenomenon historically followed by a recession.
The short-term debt pays more than the long-term debt, which means, people feel better about short-term borrowing of money than the long-term kind of economic situation that we're in.
While 81% of Americans are worried about an impending recession, 40% of economists think a recession is coming within the next 2 years.
The economists are the people who are actually watching the data here. So, it's not public perception, is reality.
In preparing for a recession, you should diversify your investment, eliminate high interest debt, have emergency savings of 3 to 6 months, and remain calm.
This is a part of life. You may feel like, I've got to get out before it gets bad. Well, the problem with that is you got to be right twice. It's getting out at the right time and then getting back in. And very few people historically have ever done that. So, if you don't feel good about where you're at, typically that's because you've not talked to anybody.
Brian Armstrong, News 12 Now.